Hello y'all and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be making a DIY paracord bracelet. The reason I'm doing this is because a few people have contacted me privately through mainly through DMs about this bracelet. Now I made one for a friend of mine, Sergey, who has his own YouTube channel. I'll link it in the description. Great guy, knows a lot. His main focus is bushcraft and you can learn a lot from watching his videos, and he's just a great all-around entertaining and good dude. Give him a follow. But anyway, he put up a few pictures of this bracelet which I made for him as a birthday gift, I think 2 or 3 years ago. I don't remember. I made for myself a slightly different version of it, so I also have it. And on mine, I put on a paracord group and a few people asked me how to do it. So I'm basically going to make a short tutorial on how to do it, and I'm not going to make a whole bracelet now because I don't need one. But I'll show you guys how to do it by making a short video on a part of it. You basically make it longer to fit your needs. Anyhow, let's get started. Okay, so the tools we're going to be using today. But we're going to need a pair of scissors, so I'm going to use the ones on my Swiss Army knife. A buckle. You don't have to use a buckle. You can make a paracord knot with like a type of fastener. If you want to see how to do that, just look up paracord bracelets on YouTube. You'll find a lot of tutorials on how to do that. Going to need a lighter. I prefer using Bics, so we're going to use that. Jute-twine. This I already tied for the main for the piece. I'll just show you guys how to do it. It's the same knot on that and as I do on the paracord, so I'll show you on the paracord where it's a little easier to see. And of course, paracord. This is just the green paracord I had laying around. With that said, let's get started. I'm going to start by making the jute twine piece, and I'll show you in a minute how to do the knot. But you're going to leave a little bit of a loop at the end. You're going to take your fastener and put it through, and then ridgeline it and pull the two loose. You don't want to cut the ends of the strings you're tying yet. We're gonna need them. Put it through, tighten it, and then you continue the knots till the end. So I'm going to do that and then we'll come back. Okay, so I just tied the last knot. You're going to realize, so I have the length that I want. You're going to realize that it's all like very hairy, like it starts what's the word? Like basically it starts falling apart as you tie it. It's not that the bracelet will fall apart, there's like hair all around it. This is where you start by cutting off your extra as close to the paracord as to the knots as you could. I actually am leaving a little bit extra just to show you guys. Do that. You can light a fire with this or throw it out or do whatever you want with it. Personally, I take it apart, like I unstring and I put it in bags with a little bit of fat wood powder, so I have a little like tinder. Going to take a lighter and burn basically along, turning off the fire just enough to get rid of the loose hairs that are hanging out over the place, because they're going to be very uncomfortable. Okay, and on the camera you probably can't see the hair, but wherever you saw the flames basically meant there's hair. Burn the ends down a little. Turn it off. Okay. Now we have this. Now there's two ways to continue making the bracelet. I'm going to show you. First, I'm going to show you the way I made mine, and then I'm going to show you guys how I made Sergey's. First thing you're going to do is find the center of the piece of paracord you chose. So I did that here. And then with mine, you're going to leave this attached on one side and attach the paracord on the other side. same way actually. I have this one upside down, don't I? Yeah. So I'm going to come in from the top. Cinch it down. Now I'm going to take mine. I'm going to undo this because it's a little. You're going to open this. Take this. Hold it there. That's going to be your core. So you're going to loosen this up a little and stick this in there. So. Once it's in, you're going to lock it down and cinch. What's going on here? Why isn't it working? Okay. Once you have that, you're going to do this little knot, which is you take one side, you move it over the middle piece. Okay, so you just hold it on top. So you have a loop on this side, over, under, and through that loop. Then you just tighten it up, cinch it up tight. Now you continue with the same loop, the loop that with the same string. The string that went over, that's this one, is one that goes over again. Basically, you alternate sides of what you're doing, and what you get is this. It's called the cobra knot, and you can pull this the center out a little bit, tighten it, whatever you need. But the way I made mine is you use the jute-twine as the center. Now, I'm going to take this out and do it the other way, just to show you guys how that is done. Okay, now this is the second one, the way I made Sergei's. Again, we find the center. This is almost okay. It's almost exact, just fine. Going through the top. Go around and cinch it down into place. This side you make it really tight. This time you're not putting anything through it. Now comes the fun part. I'm going to snap that through just so I can get it both sides on camera. Find the ends of the paracord and put them through on this side. Just stick them through. Once they're through, you basically see you have a loop. Make sure they're the same length and that they're not twisted. Now I'm just tightening that. Okay. You're going to take it, put your hand through, place it, and then add about half an inch, or in this case, because of the jute, I'm going to add about an inch of, a little bit more than an inch of cordage. Find that place, pinch all 4 strings together, and release the thing. And for the first knot, we're going to forget about that, leave that to the bottom. Basically, we do the same thing. We make a loop with this side. See, it's coming through. We're going to make a loop and put it to the back. Whoop, I messed it up. I'll fix it and put it on camera. It's a little hard with this angle. Okay, here. I'm going to take the paracord, lay it on top of your 2 strings and the twine. Take your other side, go under, and go through. sure that's okay. Again, you're trying not to move what went through the clasp, and you tighten it down, cinch it down. Don't worry if this corner is not the prettiest, because remember, this corner is what's on the bottom of the hand. No one's going to see it. Okay, now you take the cord that went over, put it over again, and same thing, you go under, like over and under the cord, under the whole centerpiece, through the loop, and pull. Cinch it tight. It's very important that the first and the last few knots are really, really tight. Okay, you're going to do, now I call that 1V because of the inner shape. We're going to make 2 of those. So we have here 1, a half. We're going to make another one. Did I mess this up? Yeah, I did. Okay. This is where I messed up, and I'm going to fix it. Basically, I'm going to open it and show you where I messed up. In a normal bracelet, you would just continue doing that knot all the way through. But because I'm trying to do with the jute twine, you do the knots without the jute twine. You move the jute twine out of the way. I'm going to stick it in there. And you do the exact same knots with the jute twine over. I haven't made one of these in a while, so give me a minute or two to do some mistakes. So we're going to do, again, right? Put it over to make a loop on one side, under and through. Cinch it up. Now we have 1.5. Put it over, under, through, tighten. There. Now we're going to take the jute twine and just move it through the middle to the bottom, to under the cord, and we're going to continue. This one went over, so it's a little tricky to get the everything right. You're gonna go there. Gonna make the take the cord, stick it through, tighten, pull the jute twine so it's taut over the knots you've done, tighten, straighten out, and go over again. Over, over and under, through the loop, and we're going to do 2 more knots like this. So that's 1, 2, here we go, 2, take the jute twine, it's long enough, bring it through, pull it tight in, and rinse and repeat. Now this is it's a fun project to do. Now you do the same knot as we've done here on the paracord to make the jute twine bundle. Okay, don't have enough for 2, but you can also do it 1, 1. You're going to make the jute twine the way you measure the amount of cordage you need. After you have the tie, you're going to basically start here on your arm, go all the way around, and end about here, around and a half your arm. Because it goes in and out, it needs a little bit longer. Now, it's so long. What you have here is probably 3 or 4 times, or you've probably even more, the length of the bracelet you're going to make. So you're going to start with a long string of twine to make a bracelet. So now that you know how to do it, when you get to the end, you basically cut the string and melt it. So you have the lighter. Melt it, use the side of the lighter to push it down to make the end a little wider than the hole it came through, and you're done. You have a good paracord. Okay, this is the most comfortable way to actually do it. I think I was wrong what I said before. I think this is how I made it for him. I will have to look at the pictures and be sure, but I'm going to make this one just 1 knot instead of 2. But you make 1 knot with it above. As you guys can see, I started the same way. It's attached around this post. I put it above. Now I put it to the middle. And I take this side. I make the loop over through, which puts it in the middle. So what we have here is like that. You have it going through the middle. I'm going to make these 1s instead of 2 knots. Here we go. 1 knot. Now this one goes up, so move it out of the way. Do another set of knots. Yeah, I do believe this is the way I made it for him. It's been quite some time since that. And I haven't been doing a lot of paracord work lately. Yeah, okay. One, then you move it over, and again, tie it up. Now you can decide to do how many knots between each interval that you want. You can do 3, you can do 5, you can do 1 like I did here. There isn't really a rule book about this. Here. This does give you the advantage of doing it this way with, you know, not all the way through, just putting it in the middle and peeking out a little. Is, let me do 1 more. No, I did 1 extra. If you do that, all you have to do is really open that. Don't even have to undo the whole thing and pull it out. The other way, you do have to. There you go. 1 and 1. And you continue. The advantage of this one, where you have it, you know, bumping out, is that the back is still quite smooth, so it won't hurt you as much or irritate you or whatever. Where the other ways, where the other way where it goes all the way through might be a little irritating, at least at the beginning till you get used to it. This one is just paracord on your wrist, which a lot of us are already used to having. So now you've seen how to do the paracord bracelets that I make. You don't have to use jute-twine. You can just put a colored, another color of paracord. Go onto the internet, watch paracord bracelets, and let your creative side take over. Tell me how you would make this bracelet, and send me pictures of ones you've made. Anyhow, hope you enjoyed the show. Please leave a like, share, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all on another day.